Oh man, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? A little bit creepy, but beautiful. Well, today we're gonna do some sketching. And it's gonna be a little bit difficult for me for multiple reasons. I use a ballpoint pen, no pencil you can erase, just a ballpoint pen, and I basically force myself to get all of the proportions of the people that I'm sketching, the shading and everything right. Basically the first time there's not a lot of room for error. You can correct it a little bit if you lay off the heavy lines a little bit, but the people that I'm sketching here, by the way, I just like to watch some vlogs or walking around some city type video and just pause it at random moments and catch people in a natural way. When they're just talking to someone or just going about their day. It's a little bit weird, right? You go outside for whatever reason, not thinking about anything really, and then some dude randomly films you for his walking around whatever city type video, and then you end up on YouTube for millions of people to see. Then some random person you've never met before in your life sees that video and decides to draw you for his YouTube video, so you get double YouTubed completely by accident. That must feel weird, but I don't know. I don't mind it. I like watching these vlogs and just pausing and looking at people in the background, seeing who has like a interesting expression about them, so I can draw them. And it's much more natural than have these models who stage poses and everything and expressions for you to draw and to practice, which is great. I did that a lot of times and I still do it sometimes, but I kind of found that this natural approach, drawing people in their natural habitat in the moment, it's I like it much more. So yeah, you can see that I sort of tried to help myself. In the beginning you saw it, and by putting some short lines as like suggestive outlines there. But still, it's so much more difficult than drawing with an actual underdrawing, with a pencil. Is the ear too high, the nose too big, the chin too round? With pencil you can just erase it, and with ballpoint pen like here, well, too bad. Deal with it. Live with your decisions and your mistakes. Man, it teaches you to slow down and just be considerate about your next step. You can't just press undo or erase it. And everybody makes mistakes, obviously. And there's a lot of mistakes in my drawings, as you can see. I'm also really out of practice. I didn't really draw anything for the past 3 months or longer, as you can see on my YouTube channel. But also off camera, like at least for 3 months, I didn't draw anything. So it's extra difficult for me. Still no mercy, no pencil underdrawing. And yeah, as I said, there's a lot of mistakes here in my sketches, my drawings. Since I went straight into with ballpoint pen, I have to live with them. As you can tell, there are a lot of, anecdotes, is that the right word? I believe. A lot of similarities, parallelities to life in these words, some wisdom that comes from art. And my life, obviously, I'm a human being, is full of flaws, full of mistakes, and like these drawings. And the only thing that you can do is learn from them and try to be more slow and considerate and thoughtful the next time. Yeah, just like these drawings, I just like to draw these things, these people, the different expressions. And I mean, yeah, everybody's life is full of flaws, and that's okay. It means that I'm human, and I'm sorry, by the way, that there is no like dark fantasy horror stuff, dark fantasy science fiction horror stuff content lately here. Like this, I know that this is where most people found my channel on YouTube and on Instagram. That's the most interesting creative thing. I don't really have the headspace right now. To come up with these things, with these creative designs. I'm glad I found time to draw these practice sketches here at all. Expect some more sketches like this in the future. as I get back on my feet, literally and creatively. And yeah, just try to be a little bit patient if you're here mainly for the horror and science fiction stuff. I'm sorry I can't be consistent with that all the time. I sort of feel like my creativity has taken a big hit lately. Just so much going on right now. I feel like quartered, I'm drawn to so many different directions and things that are going on. So much demands my attention. So much seemingly demands my attention. So much that I seemingly have to think about. Some things, they just drain you more than others. And even though there might not be that much going on as it seems to me, still the things that are going on are very draining. Even though it's not something big necessarily, it's just draining. So, it doesn't always have to be something big for it to be an extreme thing in your life. Depends on everybody and their opinions and their experiences, and for me some of those things are huge and difficult to live through right now. And drawing something, putting something out there, even if it's just gonna get 5 views or something, even if it would get no views, just the fact that I have physically created something on paper that was not there before, something that has basically been pulled out of thin air. It's just a reference of some random people on the street, my pencil, and no one else, no other human being in history that existed or could ever exist could have done this drawing the exact same way that I did it, right? Every small line, nothing would be the same. You could try to copy it as good as you can, but like the small intentions here and there, the accidental dots, maybe this line is a little bit too long, whatever, it could never happen the exact same way that I did it. It never happened before, and no human being in the future will ever replicate it exactly one by one, the exact same thing that I did. It's my very own personal thing that I created, that I set out here into the world. Even though it might not be a perfect sketch, even though it might be very flawed because I'm out of practice right now. And I also made them. It's not a mistake. It's just honesty. I filmed the first few attempts. Like these are not. I didn't really prepare before I pressed record. Like I didn't draw. I really didn't draw anything for the last few months. These are like the first drawings that I actually did in a long time, and I just hit record on my phone at the very first of them, the very first 2-3 drawings that you see here. That's just honesty. Also to remind myself and to remind you to just don't stop something that you like. If you have something that you like and you're happy and content with it, don't try to change it, please. I made that mistake, not just in art, but generally. Don't think you have to, go crazy. Yeah. All right. That should be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my Instagram and subscribe if you like it, if you like what you see. And I hope I see you around on the channel. Okay. Take care and bye bye.